I hope that made sense. It's kind of like a weird concept to grasp, but it's pretty easy. So what I'm gonna do now is tune my kara to an A major scale. So an A major tizitta scale. So we're gonna take our tuner. I'm not sure about Android, but I'm on an Apple phone. You can always get something called Tuner T1, and then it's basically a chromatic tuner. So if you just go to the App Store and search up chromatic tuner, it'd be what would work perfectly fine for the kara. So we're gonna tune to an A. So our first string is gonna be an A, right? So right now we're sitting at a G sharp. So on the piano, that's a note below A. So we gotta go up one. So we tune it up. We're not there yet, right? So we gotta hit the green. So let's tune it a little bit more. So we're hitting consistent green. There you go. So that's an A. The next one, so we're gonna do 2 half steps up. So after A, B, yeah. Right? So there we go. Next one should be see how the first string is detuning. So this is what's gonna happen when you get a new kara. You're gonna have new strings, so they're gonna tend to detune a lot, especially when we get to the last string, because there's more tension there. But so the A's already detuning, so I gotta tighten it again. Make sure it's in the middle. There you go. See, my B's detuning now. It's not green. There you go. Had to fix that. C is good. Next one is going to be an E, right? So it's falling flat. So when it's not on E, it's on the left side, it's flat. If it's on the right side, it's sharp, right? It's towards the F. So this, I got to tune it higher. Right? There you go, we're hitting green. Next one, the last one should be an F sharp, right? So right now, it's on F. It's sitting on F, we gotta tune it a half step up. Half step, so we're gonna go. And this is the string that's gonna tend to detune a lot, because it's our highest string, there's a lot of tension. So it's detuning right now. You could probably see it detuning. Or not, one or the other. So my E's fine. C just detuned. C sharp detuned. B's okay. A's okay. So C sharp I gotta fix. And you're gonna have to keep retuning them, because over time they'll get used to it. They'll keep the tension. But that's tizitta. So it should sound like this. That's tizitta. Right? Always remember, try to memorize how it sounds, so that when you go to a different type of key, so let's say we're tuning to an E, it'll still sound the same, but it'll just be in a different pitch, if that makes sense. It'll be higher. So let's say if I were to tune it to an E, so here's tizitta, but in E first string. It's the same thing, it's just different key. So let's go back. So what you want to do is you want to keep practicing going up and down the scale. So with the first string, second string, third, fourth, and fifth, and then hitting the first string again. And then you want to practice going backwards as well. So backwards. So going up the scale, going back down. Where you place your fingers, that's completely up to you. It's a preference thing. For me personally, I don't use my pinky. I physically can't use it, but lately I've been training to use my pinky, so now I can use it. You'll see a lot of people who play karate, they'll play with their pinky. Some of them will play without it. Personally, I play without it. I just find it more comfortable because when I play guitar, it's with my right hand. I don't use my pinky. I just keep it there. Hold on. So on the guitar, on my guitar here, my right hand, my pinky just stays here. And I'm only strumming, I'm only plucking with these 4 fingers, not the pinky, right? So if I, right? Because I play guitar, it's a lot more complicated than the karate, I'm telling you, because there's like 6 strings here, but you have like all these frets and they all make different notes, right? There's a variety of combinations you can make. But with the karate, there's only five notes, which is really easy. So it's not as difficult as the guitar, trust me. But yeah, so this is Tizita, right? And you could play, I'm not using my pinky right now, but you can play with your pinky. It's just up to the person, up to you. It's all preference, so. Right, I'm playing with my pinky in this one. But you could just let it rest on the 6th string, or you could just completely cut the last string and you're just stuck with a 5. Personally, I keep the 6th string an octave higher, but don't worry about the 6th string. Just ignore it. Ignore that it's there. But we only use the 5, so, or you could not use it. But a quick tip that I could probably show you guys right now before I end the video, how I find it easier if I just tilt my wrist just a little bit. My hands are not straight like this. I find it hard plucking this way. If I tilt it like this just a little bit, I'm plucking towards me. You see that? I'm bringing my fingers towards me, and the thumb is just pushing these two strings. I'm just plucking towards me. It looks like I'm playing like this, but I'm just pulling my fingers towards me. So from my perspective, this is what it looks like. Right? It doesn't look as complicated as looking at this, right? So I'm just plucking my fingers towards me. My thumb is just pushing away, right? Just the 2 strings. Right? If you want to use your pinky, it's the same thing. You could play a whole bunch of mezmors with Tizita, so one of them being, let's see. You could also do, let's see. Right, you could do But yeah, so just play around with the scale. You guys could probably figure out a whole bunch of mezmors just by randomly plucking a whole bunch of notes. But yeah, good luck. See you guys on the next one.